ratchet it up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Got the first down and more. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here we go, set. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He is lucky to get that one back. And the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. On target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Snatches it on the run. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on third down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bears! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun. Give on the inside. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got room to work. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out fast. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Might be changing the route. The snap sets up to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Working that left side. Off and running. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hosley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the upright. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his...
He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. Fighting off the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Lining up to convert 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Takes the easy one to the back.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Buys a little extra time. He's turning it loose into the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you can keep finding them.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down now after the sack. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Baylor.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. It's complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Hale. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground to open the third. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Bears! And the route It's on.
Baylor.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by just 1 over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Powell. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Baylor! And the beatdown has ensued.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point.
That makes the score Baylor 49, Georgia Tech 24.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point was good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete on the comeback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This quarterback part of their running game.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Georgia Tech. Paging George P. Burdell. Paging George P. Burdell.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Can't get him to the ground. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Hosley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hale. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Baylor back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Yellow Jackets heading quickly to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And this offense, I think they'll do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw again. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
White 94 slider, Troy.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route.
On the ready.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. White going to attack through the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position.
A shot for the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.